Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read. This is going to be for Monday, January 16th, 2023. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but do keep in mind as we shift on forward with it that this is general for the day for all 12 signs, so you know what to do. Just take what resonates. But I did pre-pull an overall oracle to speak upon this day from the Wisdom deck, and we got blessed. Blessed. So I do feel like it's a day where you can expect certain miracles or blessings, however you want to label it, to come to be. I do feel like Spirit's reminding you, it could just naturally come to be, but a level of gratitude needing to be present within one's vision and focus, okay, in order to manifest more of what's coming to be in a positive sense, in order to keep a healthy perspective all the meanwhile, okay? But I do feel like it's a day that reminds you in certain ways that the stars are aligning for you. I'm specifically now seeing that those three stars are making a triangle, so the spiritual meaning of which, but I feel like for some of which drawn to the reading, you're being viewed as a star, okay? But you need to view oneself as a star either way, okay? We'll look at that, the Nine of Cups and the Emperor. I do feel like there's a golden way about how you produce, develop, in the way you're thinking about how to shift forward, right? What turn to take next. They're kind of giving me the vibe of somebody walking around trying to figure out without a map or directions as to how to get somewhere, okay? And just kind of trusting their intuition, how they feel, and potentially a sense of memory for some. But I just feel like it's that kind of vibe in regards to your path. Does that make sense? Right? Whether it's more so career, could be where your money's being put forth towards. It could be more than one situation, matter at hand, decision to make. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like you're just trying to figure out in a very strategic, golden manner how to move forward, where to move next, what turns to take next for oneself. And it feels like there's a reminder throughout this day that in the recent past, when you discarded anybody's, even if they mean the world to you, right, or have a level of importance to you individually, when you discarded their opinions or judgments or how they would feel in regards to a decision you're making or didn't make at that time for whatever reason, it worked to your advantage, right? And so Spirit's saying this level of individuality and just trusting your intuition and just strategically discarding what other people think or how they would, or do you see what I'm saying? It's working to your advantage, all the meanwhile it's benefiting you, okay? But I do feel like there's a wish fulfillment that you may already be aware of that is very, very close. And Spirit's saying to go with the same kind of imagery, it is right around the corner, my friend, right around the corner. But I just feel like there's a focus on colors for whatever reason, okay? Whether it's more in regards to what colors you decide to, or color you decide to wear for clothing, the colors that you're drawn to for a sense of comfort, peace, or just liveliness, okay? This may have something to do with the past days or just how your day starts, but let's keep pulling. I do feel a bit of a proper vibe about a poised sort of vibe in a mature way about each individual drawn to this reading. I do feel like there's potential to be overworking yourself at this time or being reminded that it's kind of inevitable to avoid this coming to be moving forward. But you could also be reminded of, for whatever reason, somebody who isn't healthy for you from the recent past, or even rewinding back for some, I want to say a year or several from the past. Horrible wording, but you get the point. Rewinding back one, if not several years. I'm not going to take that. But Spirit's saying through the reminder of who and what's not meant for you in a toxic sense or just in an unhealthy sense, right? Or just not being fitting for your for who you are at this point along your path or for what you have at hand, it highlights even more so the blessings at hand, okay? How blessed you truly are. And you're being reminded in certain ways or in one specific way, you're even blessed in that sense to have gone through or have been wrapped up with who and what's not meant for you. It's helping you with what is meant for you at this time and moving forward, okay? But it's a day where some of you might find, wow, I just got a bit shaky. Might find oneself moving quite slowly, kind of like Sunday and whatnot, but so potentially carrying through into that. But I do feel like for some, this is in regards to what money you're letting go of at this time, right? Spending. Is it is it smart in comparison to the money that's coming in at this time? Even if you know, even if this wish fulfillment or in general, you know, money's coming in more so moving forward, okay, just be smart about it. But I do feel like there's also something financially that's building quite slowly, but in your favor all the meanwhile. And you may not be able to reach for that money or just see it come into your situation physically until a later time, but you get the point. It's still growing nonetheless. But I feel at peace about your mindset, okay, even when thoughts or focus comes to be on who and what's not meant for you and just potentially what you don't approve of or what doesn't feel perfect at this time. Look up the spiritual meaning of the number 22, the number 22, okay? There's something for you. What else do we have? The Queen of Wands. I feel the support is what I just heard. I feel the support. I sense that your passion is just paying off. Now, Spirit's reminding certain people, even if it's through you, or could be a reminder for you specifically that this passion doesn't need to feel stressful. This passion doesn't have to entail over exuding oneself. This passion may entail a lot of speaking, a lot of expressing, but it doesn't need to feel overbearing or just really energetic, right? There can be a peaceful, powerful passion that works to your advantage and potentially helps other people in what you're working on at this time, all the meanwhile, okay? I just heard I did it. There's a sense of, if it's not one point throughout the day, it could be multiple for some, where there's a sense of victory, right? If you look at that imagery where it just makes you happy, fulfilled when you complete something, accomplish something, or multiple accomplishments for oneself, okay? And I also feel like you're thinking about connection, okay? One person randomly might reach out throughout this day, and that could work to remind you of something or just could benefit you. But I feel like both of you will benefit from this connecting in a different way, okay? I also do feel like a lot of which drawn to the reading are looking for or thinking about the love or lack thereof which in their life, okay? Wanting that perfect connection or wanting the perfect progression, evolution of an existing connection. Spirit is saying don't overthink it, but you may be pushed to think about certain connections, one-on-one connections, or for some a group connection, but it feels more a focus on certain individual connections one-on-one that you have in your life from the recent past, rewinding far back, potentially recent people you met, new people, and how blessed you are to truly have them in your life, okay? What else do we have? The Knight of Cups. I do feel like some of which are being reminded that your special somebody is closer than you think, okay? Even if you're prioritizing your money and your career and just the success in other ways. But I do feel like some of you are thinking about how you want to, in a very fulfilling way, see somebody swoop in for you, or you just want the right timing, the signs to confirm that you should swoop in to they're saying rescue or just care for, express your feelings to that specific person for you. However it works for you, there's a level of romantic or just love connecting success for you around the corner. And the signs, the synchronicities will come in or just pop up to help you feel confident in regards to that them coming towards you or you going towards them. Or for some, it's more so a meeting halfway, okay, meeting each other. 9/11, look up that angel number meaning 911. The Ten of Pentacles. So it's this day that reminds you through the awareness of certain blessings, okay, once again, in more than one category of your life, right? And that not feeling heavy all the meanwhile, that you deserve the happiest situation for oneself, right? And we don't need to label off all the categories this could pertain to for you because it could vary from case to case, but I feel you're being reminded that you also deserve a situation, whether it's dating, you know, as we start to name them off, a home situation, work, right? Where it makes you feel passionate but not stressed out all the meanwhile, okay? We might remind you of a past disappointment, to help you realize this or to remember this, okay? One last one before we wrap this up. Beautiful, the Ace of Wands, because I do feel like Spirit's reminding you through your thoughts, through the power of your mind, that there's a passionate new beginning, or several for some drawn to the reading, that's going to leave you feeling even more blessed, okay? Again, through the awareness, through the focus on the blessings at hand, and some of the disappointments from the past and even blessings from the past. Allow for oneself to have a peaceful standpoint on what's ahead and all that you have to look forward to. All right, so I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Monday, and I'll definitely see you next time.